I've been wearing Vivo Barefoot shoes for over 4 years. So I wanted to give my review of what they've been like to wear for this time and why I think they're some of the best shoes on the market. Let's get into it. So this was my first pair of Vivo shoes, and looking at the wear and tear, they're actually still in pretty good condition. The only thing that's really worn down is the sole inside, which you can't see from here, but it hasn't worn down too much, just where my big toe sits around here in the shoe. But other than that, I still do wear these shoes occasionally because they're still in good condition. I would definitely still wear these out, and sometimes an event calls for me to wear black shoes, or I think that it's the smarter choice, so I do wear these shoes every now and then. But I did replace them with these orange shoes, and these are the Primus Light 2s, and I found these to be one of the best shoes that I've ever had. They feel very high quality, they feel built to last, and I wear them on pretty much a daily basis. I wear them to work, I wear them for leisure, and in more recent times, I wear them for running. What was it like when I first put these shoes on? Well, the shoes that I used to wear were these shoes. Big, bulky skateboarding shoes. They're very thick, they hardly move, they're made for absorbing impact when you're skateboarding. And look at the shape. These shoes are quite narrow when you compare them to barefoot shoes, and this was one of the first things that I noticed when I put on these barefoot shoes, was the amount of room that you get for your toes. This is called the toe box, and this changed everything for me about shoes. And even just wearing these shoes for a week, if I was to put these shoes back on, they feel tight. They feel like they're cramping my toes. And these aren't even some of the most narrow shoes that you can get. There are shoes that are a lot more narrow than this. But wearing barefoot shoes changed the way that I see shoes in general. Now I don't even see the point in wearing these sort of shoes, other than if I was to go for that specific sport and do skateboarding. That's the only time I would wear them. All other occasions, for everything else, I would say wear barefoot shoes because they just make your feet feel free. But why Vivo barefoot shoes in particular? Well, when I first got them, it was because it was the one that I had heard of. And once I got them, I never wanted to go back. They do truly feel high quality. And the thing is, even if your shoes wear down, they offer a service called Revivo, which will refurbish your shoe back to a decent new state. So the thing is, you can get your shoes fixed. They can last you for absolutely years. These shoes are literally more than 4 years old, and I still think they're in good quality. These shoes, I have been wearing them to work, and a lot of the time people, when I first got them, they're like, wow, you're wearing orange shoes. They're high visibility shoes. Yes, I chose a bit of a garish colour. I do like them. You can get them in all sorts of colours. So many options with Vivo shoes. But yes, they feel built to last. And I like the way that they've adapted them over time. So you can see this older shoe has got a tongue. And with this version, they did away with the tongue, and now it's built into the shoe. And I really like that. And I like the way that they update their shoes. And some of their latest shoes, they look very cool. Now, one of the things I found surprising with these shoes was actually how much they hold up in the rain. Because when I look at it, it doesn't look waterproof. I thought that water would just go straight through these, but it doesn't. They're actually quite waterproof. You can wear these in the rain and your feet don't get terribly wet. I've worn them on golf courses and it was very muddy and the water did seep in at that point, but that was like walking through a marsh. And what happened here was I decided to wash them in hot water, and the seam actually came away. Don't know if you can see that. Hold that close to the camera. Just here, the shoe actually started to come apart, and what I've done here, the reason why it looks like that, is I've used super glue to put it back together. Now the thing is, you're actually supposed to wash these in cold water, so do not do what I did and wash them in hot water. Other than that one mistake that I made due to user error, they have kept me well. As you can see, these shoes here, I did not wash these in hot water, and you can see it has slightly come apart at the very top, but overall, it's very well kept together. No other point of the shoe has been falling apart. So durability wise, I think these are some fantastic shoes. And the thing is, in recent times, I've started running in these shoes, and I mostly run in these shoes. I haven't actually tried these pair for running. I like to wear these ones, and I found that once you get used to wearing barefoot shoes, running in them, it doesn't feel too bad. It feels quite natural. When I first started running in barefoot shoes, I did find my feet were quite weak. So let's talk about that transition period from wearing these to these. Now, the thing is, on short walks, fine. I felt like there was no change at all in short walks. But long walks or walks where I'm walking fast with purpose or I need to get somewhere, I did find a lot of the time, once I started walking and pushing, my foot would start cramping and it would become very hard and I had to slow down because my feet were weak. But since wearing them on a daily basis, I do feel like my feet have got stronger. And now I can walk and, like I say, even run in these shoes. But I have been wearing them for 4 years and I've only just started running this year. So I didn't even run in barefoot shoes for the first 3 years that I had them. So I had a lot of time for my feet to acclimatize. But the reason why I was so intrigued into getting these shoes was because I used to go to the gym and I did take my shoes off and lift in socks or barefoot. If I was doing a squat, I would lift like that with just my feet on the floor. And what I was looking for was a shoe that I could compete in and wear in the deadlift, because everyone was buying these deadlift socks, these shoes that were essentially barefoot shoes that you could just wear for deadlift. And I wanted a shoe that I could just wear on a daily basis and compete in for the deadlift. And these fit the bill. And that is why I got into barefoot shoes in the first place, was because I wanted to compete in deadlift and wear these on a day-to-day basis. And they served that purpose. I competed in them and now I just wear them. I wear them around and they have become my day-to-day shoe. And the thing is, now that I'm in the barefoot shoe world, I don't feel like I can go back to these because they just feel too tight. So if you are interested in getting a pair of your own Vivo Barefoot shoes with a discount, then please do click the link down in the description, because it won't only get you a pair of shoes with a discount, but it will help support the channel, and I would appreciate that greatly. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a great day.